Big game. I feel like you've done that before. A little modeling in the past, huh, buddy?
No.
Come on, man. I'm going to dig up some things. LeBron is ready for the regular season. 20 points in the preseason finale. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
LeBron, would you just sum up how this preseason has gone in such unique experiences? We've all talked about the lack of time between the October 11th title and everything, but what have you seen from your teammates? How do you feel yourself ahead of the Tuesday opener for the regular season?
I mean, it's just so different, obviously, with the lack of games, the situation, obviously, all the COVID protocol and things of that nature. It's been a different training camp, to say the least. But for the time that we've had, which hasn't been that much, I feel like we've put in the work and gotten better. And obviously, we're not where we want to be long term, but that's absolutely okay because it's a long season, it's a long journey. But I think to the credit of the guys, we've gotten better, as the days went on.
Just big picture with how unique the season is, and you had the weird 4 months off when COVID first hit. Then you play, of course, throughout the playoffs. Now the 2 months here. How are you trying to plan things for your body, which I know was kind of on a clock, right, for what, the last how many years? 15, 17, 18 years.
Just listening to it. Listen to my body. My body will tell me where I am at that point in time. And just listen to it. That's what it's about. Be very smart. We're a marathon team. We understand that we're not in a sprint, but we want to get better every day. So it's going to be. I don't think it's gonna be a fine line. But I'll listen to my body. I'll listen to, Mike Mancini is my trainer. I'll listen to the coaching staff. I'll obviously listen to Frank, and listen to my teammates as well. And go from there.
With some of the new guys and so on, is there one thing, LeBron, that you guys focus on ahead of the season opener? Things that you guys can do based on your experience with most of the group from last year.
Well, the one thing we know we can control, and that's defensive rebound and transition, defensive transition, and also sharing the ball offensively. We know we can control that. We got to do a really good job of, sharing the ball, which we love to do. Have everyone involved, everyone feels in a good rhythm. And then defensively, grabbing rebounds, boxing out, and also getting back in transition. So those are the things that we can control.
Dave?
LeBron, you just told us that you guys know that you're not where you want to be long term, but that's okay because of the circumstances. It kind of sounds a lot like the sentiment that Frank just shared with us. But we also know that you told us before, like, patience is not your strong suit. So what will you be looking for as things actually start to count in the standings in terms of knowing where you guys are at?
We just want to get better every day. We want to get better every day, either on the floor, during games or practices, or if it's, during a film session, either on the road or at home, preparing our minds and preparing our bodies for the long haul. So, I'll see how we continue to improve each month, throughout each game, throughout each journey, each step, and go from there.
Dan?
Hey, LeBron, how much of that mindset, that sort of marathon mindset, is different now that you guys have done it once as a group, as a core? Did that change any of that? Did you feel like you guys had that last year? I know there was a ton of talk about the moment last year. Yeah. So did that change having that success?
No, I mean, I think it's two different things. I mean, obviously you live in the moment, but you also understand, it is a marathon and it's not a sprint. We're a veteran ball club. We understand that. I've been a part of some veteran ball clubs. You live in the moment, you make the most of today, which we did today in our last preseason game. But we also know that this is going to be a long journey, and that's what the marathon is all about. So you can do both.
Last question, Kyle.
Hey, LeBron. Thinking back to 2012 when you were coming off your first NBA championship, how did that change you and change your approach to the season? And do you see signs of that in AD as he kind of comes off a championship and is looking to win another?
I think it's about, trying to be great. I wanted to be great in this league. I didn't want to just be someone that could, put up numbers. I wanted to be someone that could win. And I've always been a winner my whole life. And I wanted to win at the highest level. And AD wants to do the same. and he wants to be one of the best. And we always, we know that the championships is the holy grail in this league. Be crowned a champion, if you be crowned multiple champions, then, that's what it's all about, So, he's ready for that moment. His confidence is out the roof, and it's up to us as his teammates to continue to help his confidence continue to soar and protect him and help him continue to tap into his prime, which that he's grown into.
All right. Thank you, LJ. Have a safe flight home. Thanks, everybody.
On 5 of his 8 shots, he's speaking with Mike.
All right, what's up, Contavious? It looked like you were moving just fine, but wanted to ask you how the hip felt after you missed the last game and started this one.
The hip felt good. Everything's good. Besides the little thigh contusion I got tonight. Got kneed in the thigh a little bit, but that'll pass. But everything feels good.
Hey, you've told us about the confidence that built last year, and you felt all the way through the finals and carried into the preseason here. Looked like the shot's been pure in that sense as well. How are you feeling at this point, and anything else that stands out to you heading into the regular season opener?
I feel good, as far as like my confidence, and the belief and trust I have in myself. But we, as far as like team, we have a long way to go. As far as like building that chemistry, we still look kind of lost out there a little bit. But I know, the team we have, the group of guys that that's here. I know it's going to be soon as possible. We're going to put it together.
And can you just give us a sense of what it feels like, the way this offseason has gone, how truncated it's been, and now the regular season actually starts in just 3-4 days? So what has that felt like to you guys from a basketball sense, and how do you try to deal with it?
I think we try to deal with it day by day. I know the season is here, but we would want for the season to start a little bit later. Right now, we trying to find the rhythm. We look like I said, we look lost a little bit. Winded here and there. So it was a quick turnaround for us and not really a break.
All right, I want to talk a little THD here quickly, guys. 20 points he averaged in 4 preseason games. And if you'd have told me a month ago that he'd be in the rotation, I would be trying to figure out where he would land. But Fish, you're watching him handle the ball and initiate the offense. If Schroeder and LeBron aren't in the game, is he the next guy? Is he cracking this rotation?
I'm not coaching this team, but it looks like
he does, right?
It looks like he does. He has a composure and a poise to his game. He can finish at the rim, as we've talked a lot about. Showed the ability in Phoenix to knock down the 3 with confidence. Also facilitating and making plays for other people. And when you hear his interviews, there's a defensive mindset that he has about his game that he feels like that part has to, be handled first. So this is going to be an interesting, again, those kind of tough, good problems that Frank Vogel's going to have throughout the season.
I remember when he was going off 2 weeks ago, James, you were standing right there. You looked at me and says, "No fluke, Geeter."
Guy's going to play, Geeter. There's going to be times where he may play 15, 16, 7 minutes. There are going to be times he's going to play 30 minutes when he's rolling like that. He's somewhat of a late bloomer. He's just now arriving to where he's comfortable with himself and playing like an old pro. He's got an old soul in that body somewhere, man. The guy, he's got to play. He cannot be denied.